Look at this, dude. Holly Hand, the extremists that killed Charlie and shot Trump are just a small fringe. Dude, look at this, though. They're still clinging to this. Dude, Jay Jones did not want to shoot Republican kids. Nobody wants to shoot Republican kids. We want to feed Republican kids. We want to clothe Republican kids. We want Republican kids to buy a house and have money in the bank and make $25 an hour and to be able to go to as much college as they want. Nobody wants to shoot them. We want to prevent them from being shot. These fucking idiots, right? But they're still crying, oh, they want us dead. Oh, they want us dead. Oh, dude, they are one-trick ponies, boss. Oh, shit, look at this. This is 𝗙𝗟𝗍𝗍𝗪𝗏. This is the girl. This is Fingergate, okay? You remember Fingergate? I made a video on it. There was a young Republican woman who went to a TPUSA conference and got fingered in a hotel lobby in front of a bunch of kids and families. That was 𝗙𝗟𝗍𝗪𝗏, okay? She's Fingergater, okay? But look at what she says. She says, Matt Walsh is right. 90% of the people attacking me now are other Republicans. We waste all our time fighting each other while the other side literally wants us dead. No, they don't. We just lost New Jersey, Virginia, and New York City because we're too busy going after our own. Instead of focusing on the real enemy, it's time to drop the ego wars and cancel culture nonsense. That's the left's game. We either unite and win or stay divided and lose everything. And guys, we've done it, bro. We're going to keep the pressure up. This is the work we've been doing, guys. These are the videos we've been making to sow this discord. Dude, I have made like 30 videos on Emily Saves America, the other female influencers, Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, Erica, Candace Owens. This is the fracture, guys. It's happening. It's here. And so we need to flood the zone, dude. I am going to watch Candace Owens. I am going to sow the discord with Erica. I'm doing it all because they are very split. Right? Donald Trump is at the end. They barely had enough to win, dude. They almost didn't win, dude. It was like a miracle they won, but now they're fucked, bro. They are fucked, dude. They are so screwed, and they're just attacking each other, dude. They're attacking. Oh, they're so bummed, dude. Look at that. Dude, he fantasizes about killing people. No, he does not. Dude, no, he does not, dude. We're going to need to have some serious conversations. Dude, she's going to get fingered twice in the hotel lobby next time. Looking like a Democrat win, dude. The Democrats are winning everything, bro. Dude, they're crying, boss. Dude, Riley Gaines was having a fucking heart attack today. She said, we've got a lot of work to do to make sure midterms aren't a disaster. Dude, I got in there and immediately said, you guys are fucked. Okay, your anti-trans fear-mongering and the made-up violence shit failed. We flipped local seats in Georgia that had been red for 25 years, dude. They're so screwed. And she posted another thing that I thought was interesting, too, which is this one, where she says, both Democrat candidates for governor in New Jersey and Virginia are women, have served their country, have daughters. Yet they consistently vote against measures that protect girls' and women's opportunities, privacy, and safety. Remarkable. But look at my reply, guys, because I said they protect women from the actual dangers, which are MAGA racist men. You voted for a MAGA racist man, okay? It's the truth. Riley voted for a MAGA racist man, right? You're a transphobic loser and everyone knows it. Get shit on, and then I provided a link to the MAGA kid who raped some teen girls and got off with no jail time. Because it's so crazy. She talks about protecting women's opportunities, privacy, and safety, but she voted for a pussy-grabbing, adultering, total degenerate, like a guy who has zero respect for women and treats them like sex toys, and he was the best friends of the biggest pedophile and human trafficker of teen girls in the history of the world. And they're just clueless about this. So Tim Pool had a meltdown today over, guess what? Jay Jones, right? Tim Pool, Jay Jones, dude, but watch this. The election of Jay Jones is a direct threat to every right-leaning person in the state and surrounded areas. And I said, how many Civil War tweets do you think Tim will do tonight? Dude, oh my God. Because let me just show you. This is Tim Pool and his calls for civil war. This is how you get a civil war. You're in a cold civil war. Civil war. The nation wants civil war. You are in a civil war. Civil war. Civil war is here. Civil war. Let's talk about real civil war. This is already out of control. You are in a civil war. Dude, he's like so obsessed with civil war and like, which implies killing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. If you're talking about civil war, that would mean a bunch of Democrats would be getting murdered, right? Would be dying in this civil war, right? Because clearly a civil war is not like us going and playing each other in horse on the basketball court, right? So he is like freaking out, you know, about Jay Jones, but like, homie, are you, like, Timmy, are you okay? I know you got a bald head under that hat, but are you feeling okay? Because realistically, bro, you're like spending a lot of time being obsessed with civil war and all the killing that would happen with that. But all of a sudden, you got this Jay Jones thing where you're like, wow, this is a direct threat. Like now the guy who tweets about civil war every 20 minutes is worried about the threat to all the right-leaning people in the Virginia area. Isn't that interesting? Tim Pool was so mad about Jay Jones winning, he decided to change up his look. Dude, that's his new Tim Pool hairpiece. You like it? There's Tim Pool. Right? That's him. This is why he never takes his hat off, in case you were wondering. There it is, guys. Right? He's got the George Costanza at like 18, bro. He had it. I mean, I don't know why he just doesn't get over it, but look at him at Mar-a-Lago, boss. Look at this shit, dude. Isn't that insane? Dude, look at that. And I mean, you can see Emma and Sam are thinking what we're all thinking. Like, really? Dude, you go to Mar-a-Lago, you're in a suit. It's like 90 degrees in the summer in Florida, and he's wearing the fucking beanie, bro. Like, dude, Timmy, bro, really? Is the bald head like that big of a deal? 90 degrees in the summer heat, you're in your suit. Do you wear the beanie when you're like fornicating with your woman? Like, what are you doing, bro? At what point do we simply say, like, enough is enough, bro? Like, seriously, let's just take the hat off for a month, right? Just for a month and see if maybe you tweet a little less about civil war. Like maybe the Civil War tweets and maybe the obsession with Jay Jones and all that and the political whatever chaos, maybe it's related to that bald head, bro. Right? Maybe you just need to like be better about your own head. Right? Maybe that's the ticket, boss. I don't know, dude. But there we go, dude. Dude, oh my God, dude. Look at Posobiec. Dude, let's hear Posobiec, dude. Let's watch him, dude. This I'm going to enjoy. This guy is a white boy summer. He doesn't like to advertise this shit, but there's Jack Posobiec, and they have their big white boy summer banners. White boy summer, right? They're so openly white Christian nationalists. They don't even hide it, dude. They're the modern day KKK with the red tie. Okay, that's what they are, dude, with the Uncle Sam blue suit and a red tie. But they are the KKK. Now look at him tonight, dude. Let's watch him cry. Here we go.
His son was a fan of Charlie Kirk, but then he walked that back as well and said, well, actually, my son is just familiar with Charlie Kirk. Look, he's doing this because, of course, he wants to run in a Democrat primary. And go look at the Democrats.
He's mad at Gavin.
Jay Jones down in Virginia.
Oh, so here we go.
We're told that we're familiar with
dude,
Charlie.
he is butthurt about Gavin Newsom lying about his son, dude. All right, here we go. Here we go.
His son was a fan of Charlie Kirk, but then he walked that back as well and said, well, actually, my son is just familiar with Charlie Kirk. Look, he's doing this because, of course, he wants to run in a Democrat primary. And go look at the Democrats. They just elected Jay Jones down in Virginia. So when we're told that Republicans have to tone down the rhetoric, 1.3 million liberals just voted to elect Jay Jones, who walked up there. And what did he say? He said, I will kill Republican children.
No, he did not say that. See, again, they're lying. He did not say that. He didn't say he wants to kill kids. Nobody wants to kill kids. He was pointing out that these Republicans won't do anything until their own kids get harmed. That's what he said, okay? And nobody wants to kill kids, okay? And they're just lying about this shit. You know what I'm saying? They're just lying. Lying.
Want this to happen. And so this is the type of rhetoric that we're now seeing from elected Democrats, who's going to be the top cop of Virginia. Gavin Newsom walking it back as well. He realizes his party has embraced the crazy. They've embraced the crazy when it comes to Jay Jones. They've embraced the crazy when it comes to Zohran Mamdani, and it is only going to get worse.
Oh, yeah, but Republicans who've embraced the pussy-grabbing, adultering best friend of the biggest pedophile ever in the history of planet Earth, they have not embraced any crazy. Like, what a fucking dink, bro. What they don't realize is we're done with their shit. Okay? We're not going to let them tell us that we're bad morally, that we're dirty and we're violent and we're bad because we have the bad morals because they're the good Christian people, because it's like, fuck those guys. They have aligned with the devil and now they don't get to tell us shit anymore. We're going to take everybody. We don't care what you think of the morals of our people. Fuck you. We're going to win. We're going to steamroll. We're going to bulldoze. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.